Hello, this is ImagineX Rios, and this is me showing a certain game that I had developed a long time ago. Now, this one, I converted a source code from one person that made it into another, and as you can see, I still left their emblems and all that on there. This is their own, these are their own assets, and I just converted everything into my code in order to get it to work. Now this works with an old framework that I made back then. It was it wasn't that difficult to convert it, but everything is still the same. The only thing that they didn't have in there is just sound. There was no sound to it, so as you can see, it's just silent. I didn't bother putting in any sounds because what is it? I didn't know where to put it in the code exactly. But that was one of the things that I had done back then. Um, and it was pretty cool that I was able to convert it all. The only thing is the delay is like really, really bad. Yeah, even though I'm like pushing the button so many times to go all the way, it just it's really slow. But this is one of the conversions that I made with my framework back then. In this next portion, I made another version of the Tetris game, but this one used a method that I saw on YouTube from another YouTuber. It was very. It looked like he did it very. It was very simple for him to make it, and so I decided to do it myself. And so here's what the game looks like when I made it. And this time, from the previous one, I actually put sounds, and it works really well. The only bad part is that when all the blocks are at the top, like the top line up there, um, it has a hard time registering, this a game over. You already reached the top, you can't place any more blocks, but yet, see, like that, it just keeps on going, and it doesn't even bother registering. And I kept on trying to figure out how to do that, but it would never work correctly. Yeah, it works pretty well except for like the line up here. For some reason, it just doesn't want to read it. No matter how much I try to code it right, it just doesn't want to read it. And I got it to print the numbers and how many lines are left and the next one. Those all worked good. And this was the second prototype that I used for for the framework that I was making. It worked correctly and all that, and this one worked out pretty well. All right, and this is the completed game. All right. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have all the menus set up. This is where the numbers are going to go. This is where the next object is going to be, it's going to show it. We got a gauge level here instead of, how many lines are left because, I don't know, I think it needs this gauge better than, numbering it out. Because, what is it? I wanted it to be 100%, get to 100%. And it'll do that, as you go higher every level, it'll get, tougher to get up there. And here we got our options window. You can change the size of the screen. We're not going to do full screen because it'll mess up my screen capture. We'll change it to the next size over. And there you go. I'm sorry if it's all stretched out like this. Um, I really couldn't configure it to, uh, to squeeze it in like the 800 by 600 because I would have to place something here where the bars, like with black bars or something. And I don't like games that have, black bar. You're using the full screen, but you have black bars right there. Uh, I would have to figure that one out one day. But then we got our stages here. As you can see, this is what it looks like. And if you want to exit the level, you just click on the X. I had also thought about putting this little thing right after, in between the game. But I decided not to. Just click on the X and you'll get out of there. And you can mess with the sound effects. Yeah, we got, oh, I have it at 1280 by 72. Full screen. We got the windows. Yeah, you can choose any one of these and it will work. I think we had it on there. Okay. But yeah, it'll start on a new game. It'll get tougher, like here. And it won't just automatically go to the main menu. You have to click on the X over here. But yeah, this is what this game is. So, let's give it a shot. I probably should have put like something for the spacebar to do. Bar goes up. Anybody can make this kind of a game. Well, if you know how to code and all, you can make this kind of a game. This is always every programmer's first game that they make. Somewhat. And I had made like a 3D game back then, but I didn't like the way it turned out. I was kind of like disappointed with the way it turned out back then. That there, this here, that there. As a kid, I always played the Tetris game all the way up to like, what is it, level 9? Because it was like really difficult, and it would always frustrate me that I could never beat that stage. Yeah, and so I like stuck it out, one time, and I actually beat it, level 9, and it felt like a great accomplishment to beat that stage. Now I feel like I can't even do it anymore. Age finally gets to you after a while. But I tested out every aspect of this one. I tried many times to put in the 2-player, and I'm trying on the networking, trying to get the networking portion of my framework to function right, but it hasn't been working. Because I wanted at least 2 people to play on this one, but I could never get it to work. So it's like it's constantly testing my framework out to see, what works and what doesn't work. As of now, that just doesn't work. Because I would have made this a 2-player game. was just hoping to make this one a two-player game. But yeah, this is what this game entails. So thank you for watching.